Hi, I'm Noah Henderson. I am Canadian, and I'm going to be answering some questions today about long distance relationships. I'm just doing this off the top of my head, uh, no preparation, so let's get into it. The first question is: do you think it's hard to stay loyal while you're in a long distance relationship? Explain your answer. Well, I have been in a couple of long distance relationships, and my findings have been that much like a regular relationship, it's it's more based on how you feel about the person rather than the distance between you two. Like I've been in relationships locally that um, I've had trouble keeping feelings for the person, and distance had nothing to do with it. But then again, I've also had um, not relationships necessarily, but feelings for people that live far away. Um, so I would say that time apart is a factor, but really it just depends overall on how much that person means to you and how much you're gonna how much you want to stay with them. That's all that matters. So now we're on to the second question. Three pros and three cons about long distance relationships. One pro about long distance relationships is that you don't feel the stress of having to look a certain way every single day because you're not going to see the person, which sounds kind of ridiculous. But when I used to do long distance relationships, that was one thing I was actually very thankful for. Was not having to stress about the way I look every single day. So yeah, that's one pro. Another pro of long distance relationships is that the person that you're going to love for the rest of your life does not necessarily live near you. So, looking outside of your own geography to try to find someone who is compatible with you, that to me at least makes more sense than limiting yourself to like just the people that you're around, like there's people I'm into here, but there's also a lot of people I don't like, and if I don't know if I had to settle between the people who live near me, if I would be happy. But then again, there's people on the internet I've met that like I've been like, yeah, if I dated this person, I'd be pretty happy. So yeah, that's one thing you got to consider. So that's the second pro. Think of a third pro. Um, oh, there's less pressure to um, do well for anniversary presents and such if you're in a long distance relationship. There's less of a financial commitment, right? Like, that makes me sound cheap, but I don't know. Like, you don't have to go out for food with them, You can just, like, be on Skype with them and talk and stuff. You don't have to spend money. Oh, you still can spend money, but, like, you don't have to, right? It's like, there's no obligation. So, that's nice. Those are the three pros. Those were hard to come up with. Cons. Um, the first con, there's no touching, you know? Like, you may really like this person, but you probably will never, like, see them in person, Like, in all honesty. Um, when I was like 13, 14, when I was like long distance relationshiping, if you could even call it that. And yeah, I see now how like silly that was to think I'd ever actually meet these people. But although I have met a few people from the internet, but none of them I've been attracted to. So that's the thing. Um, Another con. How do you know you really like a person if you've never met them? Because text messages and even video can only convey so much. Like, I'm presenting myself as having a certain personality, but maybe I don't have that personality. Maybe I am like something else. I don't know. Like, I hope I seem like a nice guy, but maybe I'm not a nice guy. I don't know. So that's another con. The third con is you don't know what they smell like, and that's the most important one actually. If you are dating someone who smells bad, that's bad. So don't. um, Yeah, but no. But like with a long distance relationship, how do you know? How do you know what this person's hygiene is like? How do you know how neat they are? How do they, if you're gonna live with this person, how do you know what they're gonna be like to live with? You don't know anything. There's just too many unknowns in a long distance relationship. Um, yeah, those are my opinions on that. Not that I'm completely opposed to long distance relationshiping. Like, if you have been dating a person for like a while and then they're going away and you want to try to keep things going through long distance, like that makes sense to me. But you shouldn't really just like date someone exclusively over the internet. Um, it's maybe a little bit different if you can meet up with that person, but all odds are that's probably not gonna happen. So be careful. And oh, catfishes, that's another con. I've been catfished. Um, yeah, so don't do it.